From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, we're talking about a warming trend, and of course the warming trend for the inland areas, the mountains, not necessarily for the coast, although we are seeing some warmer temperatures as we start going into next week for the coast. So yeah, we could be talking about that warming trend for the coast as well. Still looking at the potential for thunderstorms over this weekend, especially for Trinity County, but even the eastern portions of Del Norte and Humboldt counties in the inland areas could see some activity. And of course, that heat wave will be the case this weekend, especially going through next week as well. All right, so here's what we have for the rest of the day today. Temperatures in the low 90s inland, and for the coast, we're talking about mid 60s for your highs. And for Trinity County, low to maybe some mid 90s in there, about 93 degrees for Weaverville, 94 Hayfork, and Lewiston. A high today of about 92 degrees. Let's take a look at that trend. And yes, it's warming up, but not until this weekend, because today, tomorrow, not bad, right? But then temperatures increase. And I think we'll be hovering around the upper 90s to just a little over 100 degrees here for Saturday through the weekend and all through next week. This is going to be a prolonged mini heat wave, if you will. And I say mini because, 100 degrees is hot, but we certainly have been dealing with hotter temperatures than that before. But it's going to last probably through next week. Now, the cooler air that's giving us the temperatures, that's kind of moved on in. That's the main cold front right there that moved through yesterday. We've got some cooler air behind that, preventing us from really warming up a whole lot, but we do have a warming trend. And another thing I'm watching is this right here. This is remnants from a tropical storm, but there's also some monsoon moisture mixed in there, and that's going to be migrating northward over the next few days and eventually bring us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. So let's take a look at Futurecast, and you'll see as we go into today, I don't think anything's going to happen. Just some clouds. It'll be dry for the inland areas and not to mention Trinity County. Let's take you into Saturday. We're seeing in especially northern Trinity County, maybe some activity here, and not to mention off into Siskiyou County, but some heavier activity off to our east in the eastern mountains, Modoc County, Lassen County. Can't see that on this map, but it is over Lassen County. Now we take you into Saturday evening about 5 p.m. There you can see some of that activity way off to our east. But again, that's not going to really be impacting us. Now, the long-range forecast model is still having a hard time with this activity. It's showing the clouds. It's just not showing much in the way of thunderstorm activity. So it's recognizing the moisture being there, but it's not recognizing the instability. And I still think that we could see some activity, especially in Trinity County, but even the inland areas of Del Norte and Humboldt counties. Okay, now we go to Monday, and it is picking up on that instability on Monday, not to mention Tuesday, especially in Siskiyou County. Now what's interesting is the long-range forecast models are now introducing off and on chances for showers and thunderstorms in the mountains through next week. At this point, I'm not going to put all of my eggs in that basket because this is new. I mean, we've been kind of seeing the forecast models, the long range, really just all over the place with our chances for thunderstorms through next week. So we can't really look at this and go, oh, that's what's going to happen on Friday. No, Friday of next week, because we just don't know yet. Still kind of way too far out. But when we look at our visibility here, yeah, we may see some clearing this afternoon, especially up to the north, but we are seeing some clouds and some low clouds and fog Friday morning, but Friday afternoon actually looks pretty nice. We may clear out for most of us along the coast. Saturday morning, not bad. It may actually start off fairly clear and then staying clear as we go into Saturday afternoon. Let's take a look at the marine alerts here. We have a small correct advisory for these two areas right here until 2 a.m. Saturday, until 11 a.m. Saturday down here. This is a gale watch until 11 p.m. on Sunday. So we look at the wave heights, at least for the next 24 hours or so. They're actually not changing much, anywhere between 6 and 7 feet here. Not only today, but most likely taking you through the day on Friday as well. So again, not much change for the next 24 hours. Now, we look at the marine forecast. Winds from the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 4 feet at 5 seconds. Your low tide will be at 1:43 this afternoon, and your high tide coming in at 8:19 this afternoon, or this evening, really. And of course, no advisories, minus, of course, the small correct advisories I just told you about. Temperatures, yeah, they're warming up a little bit, but not by much. Really, overall, kind of a bit of a carbon copy temperature-wise for the inland areas. But for the coast, yeah, we're looking at temperatures mainly in the mid-60s. Your 7-day outlook. Now, right now, I've got the best chances for thunderstorms in Trinity County. You'll notice I pulled it from the inland areas. I think the chances are there. So be sure to watch over the next day or two. And even this evening's update, I may be including that here for the inland areas. We'll have to wait and see what's happening with the overall outlook going into the weekend. But as of right now, the best chances do look to be in Trinity County. You start heading westward into eastern portions of Del Norte and Humboldt counties, the chances start to diminish, but are there nonetheless. Here's your 7-day outlook for the coast, and we're looking at temperatures. Remember I was talking about maybe a bit of a warming trend even for the coast? Yeah, it looks like we could get in the upper 60s and maybe even upwards of 70 degrees by Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.